This is by far and away going to be the best fan experience that I have had this far on my journey.
With all the political scrutiny and backlash the United States has been getting over the last however long, it's been super refreshing to see people travel to the United States and enjoy this World Cup. Specifically, all the European fans that have come through and shown Americans what it's like to turn all the way up. And Americans doing the same thing, vice versa. It's cool watching the different culture shocks that Europeans are experiencing and everything. And of course, us ranting and raving about Europeans like appreciating the things that we just see on a day-to-day basis, which is really cool. So today we're going to be checking out European fans traveling throughout the United States and turning all the way up. Their radiance, their ambiance is nothing short of incredible and electric. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. We are obviously trying to hit 1 million subscribers this year. So please, 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 please help us out by hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. Which team are you guys rooting for? Are you guys keeping up the World Cup? I'm not gonna lie, I did not know England was as good as they were. I was watching the England and Croatia game, and Harry Kane is a demon, okay? That man was doing his thing. Honestly, the whole team was amazing and stuff. I saw them do their thing. Croatia killed it. I mean, I'm not even sure who I'm rooting for at this point. I guess I'm gonna have to go with Germany. Which match has been your favorite so far? Let's go ahead and check this out. This is just so heartwarming seeing everybody get together and Americans just kind of ogling like, man, this is awesome. What the heck? And then you have the Scots, the Germans turning all the way up, you know, in their attire and whatnot, and, you know, singing arm in arm, hand in hand. It's so cool. Honestly, it's so cool. And the comment section was very wholesome too. Anybody else feel like the world came to America to remind us how to live and appreciate life while we're here? Every video I've seen has been astoundingly beautiful. This has been one of the most positive rabbit holes I've dove into in a long time. Most of my time has been filled with binging Europeans trying all the different American things, even people from a bunch of other countries trying all the gadgets and gizmos and perks and amenities throughout the different states in the United States and stuff, and having a wonderful time. Americans being super welcoming and whatnot and helpful. It's incredible. I love it. And I think that that's a huge testament because, again, I've been asking you guys in a lot of these videos, when will the United States be able to turn its image around? Currently, obviously, the administration hasn't really been the shining light of the United States. So I feel like the reputation is on the backs of us Americans to make it look a lot better for the people worldwide. And it's amazing that we've been as welcoming as we have been for people coming in and trying to learn and experience and just as much as they can. I saw a European that was like turning up about free refills, and you guys might have seen that YouTube short I posted. It was so cool. It was honestly amazing. Like, you know, they're like, you guys get unlimited refills at these restaurants. This is so awesome. Some people were ranting and raving about the AC in some of the buildings and stuff. It was funny. Like, just little things that we talk about in these videos, you get to see people experience firsthand, and I think it's incredible. There's no way Boston has enough beer. Well, that might be true. They could figure something out. And then we got this amazing image right here. You got Scotland and Germany shaking up right here. Again, incredibly wholesome. You like it, I love it. I love this type of stuff, man. It's enriching. As a German, I can say we truly love the Scots. And trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different fandoms and stuff that came about that were going crazy and enjoying themselves, and it was nothing short of entertaining. When America and Scotland come together, it's unstoppable, man. It's crazy. You have drummers like this all over the United States. If you go to any city, you'll see some people drumming on the side of the road, and it's amazing. It's a great experience. But to have that along with some bagpipes, man, the ambiance is insane. Again, I think it's awesome, man. I feel like this is the first time in a long time that Americans have been able to take a break and, like, you know, let loose and vibe. And it's cool because you're watching like tons of Europeans and people from all over the world teaching Americans how to relax a little bit. We could take our foot off the gas, we can enjoy their environment and stuff. And the result is an explosion of positivity. And it is something that I think I'm going to look back and cherish for the rest of my life. I'm convinced the World Cup is the closest we'll get to world peace. That's what I was thinking as well. What does world peace look like? And when you see stuff like this, you see all the positive vibes, the vibrant energy, people appreciating each other, being respectful to each other, and like turning up and sharing a beer with each other and getting drunk together and everything else. This is what I feel like a version of that looks like. It's heartwarming, you know what I mean? And we're all learning things from each other real time. I think also this is going to encourage a ton of Americans who weren't interested in traveling before to travel abroad. A lot of Americans are just simply scared, right? They don't want to take that next step to go see the world outside. It's not that they don't appreciate their own country. Of course, I mean, as Americans, we do love our country. It's just we're going through a lot of things right now. And of course, the economy hasn't been the best, so money can be a little, So of course, all of these are factors that play into deterring people from traveling a little bit. But with this explosion of unity from all sides of the world in the United States now, and truly this comment resonates with how I feel about this whole ordeal as far as like this being the closest we'll get to world peace in a while. And I am kind of dreading the end of the World Cup at this point because we've had so many amazing moments so far of like people just having a good time and straight up vibing. And I hope we can keep these vibes up as long as we can. I'm just curious to see what'll happen after the World Cup's over. Like, does the world peace like sentiment kind of just end, or what happens? I'm telling you, it feels like there's been a dark cloud hung over the United States for such a long time that this is the first bout of sunshine we've seen in a long time, figuratively speaking, of course, but it's refreshing. It's recharging, right? And it's just, I don't know, it's lighting a fire in everybody that I don't think we've ever gotten before. And it took other people traveling to the United States and showing us what unity is really about. When you think of the United States, you would think we'd be very accepting and loving and caring and whatnot, and we are as a people. It's just our government doesn't seem to be rocking the same way. The World Cup is proof that the problem is the government. The people love each other. It's amazing to see all the cultures come together. And that's what I've mentioned before. When I think of the United States, I think of its cultural diversity. I think of the massive melting pot, the acceptance of many cultures residing in the same area. And what we get to see now is a ton of different cultures from all over the world come together, and people in the United States really welcome that and cherish that. It's like there's been this invisible wall between the people of the United States and the government, and we've been yelling at each other, right? Like we're like, yo, like, what are you guys doing? And the government's just been going crazy and giving the United States a horrible name. So it's cool that now you have people traveling and having boots on the ground experiences, and us Americans are like, yo, what's up? Let's have a good time. Who knew that bagpipes and drums would cook this hard? That's what I'm saying. I might need to save this as an MP3 file or something. This is dope. I don't even know what I would do if I saw some shit like that at a mall. That's awesome. They got the little Viking helmet and stuff, and they're all like, rolling up the escalator. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, again, a sight to be seen. It's been like this literally all over the United States, and people are losing their minds. Like, oh my God, this is incredible. And of course, people from the United States now are like traveling far and wide to go to the States where all of these games are hosted so that they can get a slice of this experience, this unity, this passion between all of these different cultures. And it's incredible. And again, I feel like after this whole event's over and everybody flies back and stuff to their hometowns and whatnot, everyone's going to have a story to tell, and we're going to see a narrative change very strongly throughout the world. Because one of the biggest things I've seen from Europeans and everyone else from across the world when they've traveled into the United States to experience these games is that, wow, like the people are incredibly different than what the government is, right? The government, they're like the corrupt parents that do wild, diabolical things while the children are like, yo, our parents are not us. We're entirely different. We're trying to make peace and not war with everybody. Boston was already loving it with Scotland. Now they've got Norway and Scotland. Yeah, Norway entered the chat, man. I forgot which team Norway played, but I watched the game and I forgot. Was it the Congo? Was it Norway versus the Congo?
No, it wasn't, but they definitely whooped Iraq stupid style. That's crazy.
I'm drawing a blank. This is what I get for being old. Anyways, let's get back into the comment. In Norway, they don't drink alcohol, but here, all the more. Apparently, Norwegians are the happiest happiest people on the planet. So, hey, they're bringing even more positive energy to the United States. We need that. Wow, electric run boats now. Impressive. Hey, man, these are the Vikings of 2026. You know what I mean? The boats have changed a little bit. They look kind of like escalators. But that was really cool. I mean, I don't even know what I would do if I saw something like that. Probably pull my phone out and start recording, because that's like a once in a lifetime experience for me. Crazy thing is, this took place in New York, and the Knicks just won the NBA Finals, and New York again was turning up like it was Gotham. You know what I mean? And now you got the French fans out there. You got fans from all over also going crazy. So again, nothing but positive vibes. New York's never going to get a break. Listen, sleep and New York are no longer going to be in the same stratosphere until the World Cup is over. Okay. So if you're trying to get a good night's sleep, you might need to leave the city for a bit. Now, if you're trying to party and have a good time, you might need to stay in New York. New York City timeline this year. I feel like this is the timeline of the United States as a whole this year, man. I mean, that energy has been like going crazy. And I feel like most Americans across the United States, no matter what background they came from, are all coming together and just, you know, again, unwinding for the first time in a while and appreciating all of this. New York City is lit right now. I enjoy being an Amazon Prime worker. They always want pics with us. Yeah, I bet, man. This is the time to shine.
First impressions of the England fans here in Dallas is this is going to be insane. They completely took over Texas Live. This is by far and away going to be the best fan experience that I have had this far on my journey. Also, I asked like 10 to 12 of them, like, what do I need to do to be a true England fan? And everyone was like, you just need to get on the beers. So for the first time of my journey on day number 7, I said to stay healthy, I'm not drinking, but it's too infectious getting around these England fans.
Yeah, you picked the worst possible time to choose not to have a drink. You need to be drinking. Come on, at least a little bit. Listen, I don't drink like that, and I would be drinking like a fish during times like these. Are you kidding me? The ambiance is too good to not be drinking. Now, I know you don't have to drink if you don't want to, but I'm saying for the people who would like to drink, I'm saying it's a nice experience. It's just so cool, man. It's just cool. The vibes are amazing. So, hey, for all the, the people out there, the England fans, shouts out to you guys. Again, that game was crazy. England did their thing, man. England and Croatia, they both did their thing, but England, woo-hoo-hoo.
So I'm getting on the booze and I'm joining the England fans for the day. They could set the bar so high. This could be the best experience of my entire 34-game journey. I'm being completely serious.
European fans in general go hard in the paint, as well as other people from all over the world, man. It's been nothing short of entertaining. Win or lose, we're on the booze. I've never heard that before. I'm gonna have to put that one in my back pocket. Darling, not a beer, the beers. At least 10. 10 beers? Wouldn't you black out after 10 beers? That's a lot of beers. I don't even think I could drink like 3. 3 beers is probably too much for me. We don't need a match to take over a pub. It's kind of our thing. I don't know if I could keep up with you guys, man. I remember I was talking all this shit years ago. I'm like, listen, let any European try to challenge me to a drinking competition. I'm beating them every stretch of the way. I will outdrink anybody that puts up a good challenge, man. Ain't no way. And then I traveled to Germany. And I was immediately humbled. Don't try to keep up. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Or did I? I might have to spin the block and try that again. You do realize that getting on the beer isn't a beer, it's several at least. Oh, I'm getting what the saying is. Getting on the beer is not getting a beer, it's getting like a plethora of beers, a whole like spread of beers, you know what I mean? Maybe like 20, 30 beers or something. I don't know if y'all be drinking like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? A lot more than just one beer. Look at the England fans going absolutely ballistic. The comments did not disappoint as well. The best football fans in the world. I don't care what anyone says. I was going to ask you guys that. Which country do you think has the best football fans? Which country? You guys let me know in the comments right now. Which country has the best football fans? I'm going to stand Germany through and through, man. I'm going to stand Germany as hard as I possibly can because I feel like Germany has probably the most intense football fans of all time. 4-2. Have that. Who are you? No, that's crazy because I watched that game and oh my gosh, at a point they were tied and then boom, England scored. And then they were tied again and then boom, England scored. I'm like, okay, it's 3-2 England, Croatia. Maybe Croatia will catch up and stuff. It'll be tight again. And I was low key hoping that Croatia would have caught up a little bit. And then they scored again. Now Americans will realize how small the Super Bowl is compared to football. Oh, trust me. I think our bout of being delusional is temporarily over. You got to wait a little bit for the cool down timer to start. And then we might be back to where we were before. But for right now, I think we're getting that whole picture of the Super Bowl being infinitely smaller than the World Cup. Okay. Because man, this has been incredible. Watching all this stuff warms my heart. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Have you guys been enjoying all of this? And has this changed your view of the United States, or at least the people in the United States after seeing all of these interactions?